going to bring upstage a notable creative marketing communication expert, a full registered advertising practitioner with HAPCON, a National Institute of Marketers of Nigeria, NIM, International Advertising Association, IAA, Nigeria Union of Journalists, and many others, professional bodies which he belongs to, with almost 20 years experience in creative and advertising industry. Precious Oyetayo Subuloye, also known as POS, possesses a sturdy portfolio of thousands of creatives. Join me in bringing up stage no other person but POS.
All right, thank you so much for the honor. I'm so honored to have everyone here this evening. All right, please, can we do that, our clap again? B, 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 B. All right, all right. You are doing so well. All right, now, okay, so once again, I want to welcome you to this great and fantastic movement. All right, one of the things that I believe so much is that image is everything. Can you say to yourself, image is everything? Do you know one thing, that whatever you have not seen, you have not become? Let me use myself as an instance. Before this event started today, I was a little bit down. Why? I had an image of myself yesterday till this morning, till around 11 a.m. this morning, that the way I will look. You should know that I'm a brand person. I will have designed myself from head to toe. This is the first of its kind. Let's celebrate ourselves and celebrate the... All right. So I was planning everything. I have the picture of myself in my head, my top, my pants, my shoes, everything, my watch. So I was on my way here. The road safety, they just accosted me. I was on my Google map. There was hold up. So I was trying to navigate to see the shortest distance from where I was in Jabi to this place. So I was in front of a traffic light. So I was on red. So I said, this is the best time for me to check my map. So as I was looking at my map, one of them just entered. So that was what I was battling with till 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock, I just rushed down here. I said, what is there for me to wear? I just put on something. It was not my image I thought I had in my head. It was what I had in my head. So that's what happens to us in life. When you have an image, that's what causes depression, anxiety. You project an image of yourself that in the next 5 years, this is where I will be. This is what I will be doing. So when 5 years comes, situation and circumstances of life, just like the road safety did to me, economy did something to you, and you are not where you intend to be, many of us feel like a failure. So that's why we come together today to train ourselves how to navigate yourself to wherever you are from point A to point B. Despite the fact that I was accosted and distracted by the road safety, if I didn't tell you the story, you wouldn't know. So in 5 years' time, despite and in spite of anything that will happen to you, you will still get to your destination fine and sharp. Only the people that you tell will know what about your story. If you don't tell your story, they won't know. So I want you to put yourself together. This is a wonderful evening for you. Bring out your note, bring out your pen. Begin to design your life. Begin to brand yourself. So one of the things I believe so much, a lot has been said about corporate branding. A lot. When you get to anywhere, we talk about corporate branding. You start your business, you create the logo, you create your color, you create your slogan, and you present, go and register at CAC. Fantastic. But I've come to I understood something a while back. Your personal brand affects your corporate brand. If your personal brand is not in line, your corporate brand will never be in line. Everything begins with you. So that is what this movement is all about, how you are going to brand yourself that will now have effect on your corporate brand. Many of us, we find ourselves in the institution, we just see that we are not fitting in. Because your personal brand is different from your corporate brand. That is why an institution employs you, they will send you for training for 3 months. Because where you are coming from, what is your brand? Maybe, like I have a mentor of mine, he will say something like this. If you are a professional footballer, you are playing for the best team, you have won awards in football. If you cross over to basketball, you are not a professional. You will start. You have to learn the rule of basketball, because the rule that gives you points in football will give you a foul in basketball. So that is why you need to sit down. We have put this thing together, and I'm telling you, you are going to learn a lot. So this is a movement, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a phenomenal thing for you if you put yourself together. Another thing I want us to know is that we have been to trainings. And in many trainings that we go to, you see everything will be so strict. You sit down in front of a table, you see everybody, but we now see that there's a way that we can mix fun and training together. Can we put our hands together like that? So we are going to mix fun. As you are training yourself, as you are learning, you are also having fun. All right, so this is what it's all about. So I have 2 great men here this night. I respect them so much. I've interacted with them. One of them closely from afar. He won't know that I've been looking at him. And one of them, I've interacted with him for 7 years now. So I'll be bringing one of them up, is Barrister Alex. When we are putting up this program, it happened that I've had this in my head, on my mind, in the screen, in my central processing unit. I've not put it on the screen. I have it in my central processing in 2015. And that 2015, I designed the logo. I kept it somewhere. So last year, around November, one of my guys, Brother Gabriel, we were talking together. I said, next year, February, I love that date so much. 02 20 02 2020. We are going to do something on that day. That's an app that we're supposed to launch. So I told him, see, you guys, if you are not ready by that day to launch this app, I will fight you guys. So I wrote it on my vision board. I have a board. I write things when you enter my office, a lot of things. You will not even understand it. I design, I draw. I will draw some things on my wall. So I told him, he's here. I said, this date, I said, I'm writing it right now. Something was, so 2 weeks ago, as you will learn about that thing. I was doing a kind of a devotion in the morning around 5:30 a.m. I read a story from a book. So when I read that story, I just saw that thing from what the man said that was reading the story. Is a man that has been, and I respect him. So he said, I just see that thing. Whatever I believe, I will behave like it. And when I behave like it, I will become it. Wow. If I believe it, I will behave it. When I behave it, I will become it. If I don't become it, it's because I have not behaved like it. If I don't behave it, it's because I did not believe it. It is because you believe this event. That is why you behave, you acted. And that is why you become a participant. Wow, I said, wow, I just wrote it down. It was not expressly like that in the story I was reading. So I branded it. I wrote it down. I printed it. I put it on my wall immediately around 5:30 a.m. So I was reading further. The people working on the apps for me, they told me something. I just said, that was 2 weeks ago. I said, we can have the brand experience that day. The thing I had 2015. So it was 2 weeks ago. Immediately I sat down there. I redesigned the logo. I posted it on my status around 6 a.m. I have not thought about the venue, who are the people speaking, what I'm going to do about. I posted it on my status. I implicated myself. So 2 weeks ago, when my wife came downstairs, I said, baby, I've implicated myself. I've posted something on my status. He said, what is that, Precious? I said, I have done something. He said, what is it? I explained it to her. She said, is that true? I said, I'm going ahead. So I tweaked the logo. I looked for the color. So I started pushing it. So I was meditating over it over time. So who are the people that we are bringing? I had someone in my mind. This very brother Alex. So I put it down. I wrote it down on my note before it goes on my on my board. I wrote it down. So I put a team together. I said, who are the people that we should bring? The first one said, Barrister Alex. I said, that's a confirmation. Because I have a mentor who said that there's a thing, you confirm something. I said, that's a confirmation. I said, why did I talk about this one? He was talking in 2018, around the month of August. I was in a meeting that he was talking. He now said something in August 2018. He said something that, guys, I want to tell you something. When you have the opportunity to work for a company, don't work like a staff. Go there as a brand. I don't think he remembers. August 2018. I said, this guy is on my frequency. Don't go there as an employer. Go there as a brand. When they employ you, let them know that they have employed a brand. The way you carry yourself, you are a partner. So when I was thinking of that thing that he said that they just jumped on me, I said, that's the man I'm going to be the speaker that day. Is a phenomenon. He's a man that has worked on his personal brand. I was on his page day before yesterday. I was afraid. The way he was throwing punches. He was throwing punches at his trainer. I said, one day, I've not seen myself like that. I wanted to learn swimming over time. So I have a swim coach. But for like 2 years now, but I've not been to the swimming pool. So at the time I said, Augusta, what I believe, I don't believe in swimming. I believe in walking on water. Instead of me swimming, I will walk on water.